Hi there and welcome to another episode of the Business Automation Show. My name is Uwe. I'm the founder of InvoiceBerry, a simple online invoicing tool for small business owners, freelancers, and entrepreneurs. Today we're looking at how to request a signed document from your new client whenever you set them up in InvoiceBerry, so that way you can automate your entire business workflow. Let me give you an example. You're a cleaner, you run an agency, a marketing agency, a web developer, someone who works with the same client over and over again. So you want to have a client contract in place on the first day of working with them, just so that they know that, let's say it's a project, maybe it can run over budget, maybe it's a monthly retainer you want to set up, especially for coaches or consultants, or maybe it's just a one-off project, but you still want to just have a legally binding contract signed with them. In that case, whenever you add a new client in InvoiceBerry, we will send the information to Zapier, and Zapier will send it to SignRequest, and then your agreement, your contract is being emailed to them. You wait for the signature, and then you can start with your work. You could also do it with every invoice or with every quote, but I normally just set it up for new clients. So let's get right into it. I'm on the SignRequest homepage. Let me get into my SignRequest account. All right, perfect. So I'm in my SignRequest account, and I first have to create a new template. Let's click on Create Template, and we have to upload a file. So this would be your contract or agreement with your new client. Let's click on Upload, and I select the PDF. It's my sample contract. Okay, and here you see the sender is in purple and in orange is the contact. So let's go down, and here's my dotted line, and I just click here, said I want the signature. This will be my signature, and here will be the signature of my contact. Can move that a bit, and I click on Save. Perfect. So our template is saved. It's our sample contract. You can obviously give it another name. And let's get into Zapier and start with the automation bit. Okay, now we're in Zapier. Let's first search for InvoiceBerry and then for SignRequest. As I mentioned earlier, as a trigger, you could have different kinds of triggers for credit notes, for quotes, for clients, for invoices. I just say whenever I set up a new client, I want to send them my default terms and conditions. And as the action, we want to send a sign request. We can just send a sign request from a document in our SignRequest account or from a template. In this case, we set up a template. So let's click on this and click on Try It. As the first step, as always with Zapier, we have to connect our InvoiceBerry and our SignRequest accounts with Zapier so they can talk to each other. Let's click here and we click on Choose. Okay, I already had my account set up actually, so I can just select it here. If you haven't set up your InvoiceBerry account yet with Zapier, just go to InvoiceBerry, click on Settings, then Main Settings and Integrations, and here you will see your API key and password. So what you have to do is just click on Request Key if you haven't done so yet, and you will then here request a new key for your account. Okay, and once you set up your account, just click on Continue, and under the test section, we just do the test trigger. If you haven't created any client in your InvoiceBerry account, now is the time where you should create a client by simply going to InvoiceBerry, click on Clients, on New Client, and set up your first client. Let me go back to Zapier. So I've already got my client here, so I can just click on Continue, and now I want to connect to SignRequest. All right, I want to authorize it. Perfect. Now I'm also connected to SignRequest. I click on Continue, And here you have all the fields we have to fill out. And let's have a look step by step. Team, we don't have to fill that out. And I do not have a team account, so there's no information for me. Template is a required field, so when you click on it, you will load all your templates here. Perfect, this is our sample template. I can just click on it. Then see sender email, that's normally our email address. As you can see here, by default, it will be just from your account, so you can just leave it. You can also leave these information, email subject, for example, new client contract to be signed. It's a custom message. We can make it a bit more personal. Hi, first name Phil, please sign this contract to start working together. All right, this is all fine. The email address of the signer. Okay, so this is our client. That's my email address in the test. Obviously it would be Phil's real email address and their first name. So we can also get that from InvoiceBerry. We can also get their last name from InvoiceBerry. Does the signer need to sign? Yes. And we can leave these things empty if we want and just click on continue. So here you see what sort of information we do send, and these we don't send, but we could send them if we wanted. Let's click on test action and see what happens. All right, perfect. So it seems that it worked. Let me check my email account, or the client's email account in that case, to see if we receive the email. Okay, perfect. New client contract to be signed. This is the text I gave it. It's from me. Here's the email text, and I can just click on review document and sign it. Perfect. So it seems to have worked exactly as intended. Make sure to click the publish button so the automation will actually be live and working. And now whenever we create a new client in InvoiceBerry, they will receive our template agreement, they can sign it, and then you can start working with them and feeling safe that you know that they signed your contract. Thanks a lot for listening, and if you need any other help with automating your business, please leave a comment below and I'm happy to look into it. Happy invoicing and bye bye for now.